Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Schoolbiz Weekly. Yes, this is my hair. It's wet. Yes, Emil, my hair comes wet. Don't worry about it. I know you're very excited. So, I want to start off with something very exciting. The science fair. It was excellent. Very excellent. We went to the science fair. We had, 5 projects. There was motor oil and all that garbage. Garbage. Okay? It was all garbage. I'm kidding. It wasn't all garbage. My project was the best thing. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. So I want to start this off with a good note. All right. So in the past few weeks, we thought we had letter here. You know that brown pillow. Let me bring it back. See this pillow? It's nice and brown. So we're gonna get rid of this pillow because this isn't the actual letterer. We went out and got the real letterer to be on the show. Please welcome Josh Letterer. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. He's a retard, but that's okay. Now we have to start off with the big topic. Before we start off with this topic, I just want to clear it up with everybody that I do not believe that Bradley Brecher has a big head. Before we start with these jokes, I don't think he has a big head. It's fairly big, but whatever, we won't worry about it. So I was approached yesterday at the science fair by Ashley Lauer. We all know her. Benji, you know her. And she asked me, could she be on the show? Because she obviously is trying to compete with Benji because he was on the show. Now, she wants to be on the show. So Benji said to me, well, maybe you should do something about their heads. So I'll give it a try. So if we really go and start talking about heads, I think we have to start talking about diameter. Now, if we were going to do it, we spoke to the president of the Big Head Committee, Bradley Brecher, and we had to ask him a question. What do you think about this head? Do you think this head's big? Do you think this head's small? He had no comments because I never actually got around to asking him because I couldn't find him. His head was in the way. I'm kidding with you. But anyway, we will talk about other things now because some things just get boring, some things don't, whatever. I'm glad that everyone found it interesting to watch my video in Miss Rabinovich's class. Wow. Well, I'm very proud. These videos have been really amazing. Crazy, crazy, crazy gardeners. So to get back to that, we can't move off heads so quickly because big heads are a big issue in our school and we're going to have a committee. Now, we have to compare Ashley's and Bradley's head. How do we do it? One head has to go with the body, one head doesn't. I think Bradley's head goes well with his body. But whatever. And there's no comments. But I don't know. Benji's making up this stuff about people having big heads. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I'm going crazy. Okay. So now we have to talk about something else because I don't want to talk about that anymore because it's really boring me. The Steelers lost the Super Bowl, so now Elliot's crawled up in a corner crying about it, trying to yell at everyone because the Jets didn't even make the Super Bowl. But you know what, Elliot? The Steelers suck because they lost. And you know what? They lost really bad. Really, at the beginning, it wasn't even close, Elliot. So crawl up into that ball and cry about it. Crawl up into the ball and cry like a retard. Okay. Today, a lot of you were amazed by my trick. I could fit my whole yarmulke in my mouth and spit it out. I was going to do the trick again, but I couldn't find the yarmulke, so we can't do that. So we're not happening that because I just don't want to. I'd like to do a new spoof we have on the show. It's called What Are These Girls Doing by Emil's Locker? Now, as you all know, I am the locker next to Emil. I don't know if any of you noticed, but I am. And over the course of this year, I've noticed a lot of girls come over and like to borrow his calculator. So I will imitate that. Hello. I'll be Emil. This will be the calculator, and the couch will be the girl. Or this couch will be the girl, alright? Alright, so the couch says, Can I borrow your calculator, Emil? Emil will be like, stupid moron, you could have the calculator. And then they'll be like, but we still love you, Emil, don't worry. And then they'll be like, look what you did, the batteries fell out, stupid retard. They'll be like, don't worry, Emil, I still love you. And that was the end of our segment of What Are They Doing by Emil's Locker? It's a crazy, crazy thing. So, we had a couple of shout out requests this week. I'll start off with Josh Letter, say hello to Letter. Loser, he's a loser. So we'll start off. These people, I've never heard any bad things about them. They're obviously the nicest people. We already spoke about Ashley. She's obviously a nice person because she protects Jamie Satchman from Amy all the time. You know, when he goes on his rampages, starts killing people. No, I was kidding. That's a different guy. We got a couple of shout-out requests again. Rachel Yelnick, hello. How are you? You wanted a shout-out, so here it is. You want to stop worrying. Anna Zabrowski, here. Here's a shout-out standing around. I like giving shout-outs, especially to people who are nice. So you guys are really nice. What else? Girlos. Anyway, a lot of interesting events happening these days. A lot of them. A lot. So first we discovered that Max's hair is very fluffy. Then we discovered he's a German. He is literally German, everyone. Keep this information to yourself. It's very private. Very private. What else we discovered is this. It's important information that you all need to know. A lot of funny jokes are going on around here. We go to class, Hebrew class. Johnny sits there like this. What am I doing? I didn't do what I said. I didn't do what I said. I didn't do what I think. What did I do? Then she'll get yelled at him like, ah, there's something to do. And then whatever. Well, that was an interesting topic, but we'll stop talking about it because we really don't feel like it. Now, what else would I like? I'd like to tell you guys something else. This is something we usually do in every social. We'll do it again. I just banged my head on this chair. Okay, well, that's a good one. Good way to start it off by banging my head on the chair. You're banging my head on the chair. Now it's time for Sports Desk with Letter. Or not sport. Congratulations. Good luck to the after Hawks you're playing tonight. Gonna be like foot. You're not making those baskets. I'm telling you that right now. You're not making the baskets. You're retard. Shake it out. So the Mexicans, they finished my shower. They were working on it for a while, so now I use it. If you haven't seen, my hair is wet now, and you'll never believe that it could ever be wet. Fluffy, and Mr. Rose called me Brillo Head, but now it's wet and fluffy. Now, let's talk about something else that's very interesting. I'm really blanking out right here, but let's talk about the science fair. Walking around in circles. The great thing is that when you go to the science fair, you could eat the snacks. I took one from every guy, everything, and I put it on mine and gave it to the people. This one high schooler kept coming up to me. I'm like, Carlos. He was like, what do you think I am, Carlos? Like, yeah, I think you're Carlos. He's like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm like, I don't care. And he's like, Carlos. I'm like, you're Carlos. So it really doesn't matter. It's if Carlos is around, it's not good. Carlos is not good. Okay, now let's talk about teachers screaming at people. Now, by far, we all know by now that Johnny gets screamed at the most. And he's a little of a spaz. More than Russell, you're moving down on that list of spazzes. Johnny's always falling all over the place trying to shoot things in baskets, and he never gets them in, never. Oh, Mark Stein, I like these sweatpants. They're obviously not edible. I thought they were, but I guess not. So that's not good. It's crazy. Now we gotta talk about something else now because I'm feeling well. Okay, something more serious than this. I have sad news for you all. This is the second to last, most likely the second to last episode of this show. We're gonna make it great. We gotta finish it off and be like, can't touch it. That's crazy, Carlos. Wow, that's crazy. Let's talk about something else now. Talking about Carlos. Now, we talk too much about Carlos. Who didn't see those Doritos commercials? They're like sprinkling those Doritos. He's like, Mikey, Grandpa's back. It's crazy. And what else would we like to talk about? Hey, Scott Reichel, how are you? Howdy doodle. Now, something else I'd like to talk about that's interesting. Dun 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 dun. Our math teacher wasn't here today, so we danced around the class and did nothing. We did practically nothing. I mean, the subs come and we hardly do anything, so whatever. And all you people who are telling that guy that it's science fair judge that he should look at my YouTube videos, you're retarded. Alright? It's crazy. It's crazy. You're making me nervous. This is episode Pablo, by the way. Michael Weissman, he thought it was Pedro. I said, no, it's not Pedro. He obviously doesn't believe. He doesn't believe in it. And then we got to talk about something else because I keep saying talking about something else. So you know what I'll do? I will do nothing right now. I'll just stare at you guys for a second. I'm kidding. Now, let's talk about something else. Let's say it again. We'll talk about something else. Talk about something else. Talk about it. Actually, I want to see if I have that yarmulke. I'll be right back. I can't find it, but I don't. Ow. Oh, okay. Just fell down the stairs there. Whoa, whoa. Ow. I didn't think that would hurt as much. But as we see, my head is falling into the camera. Okay. Now, Benji. I know you think you're very special because you were on the last show, but the last show's stuff was so bad. Horrible! It's almost as bad as Cosmo Carlos. I don't know, I made up some name. Now it's Cosmo Carlos. I think I'd like to change it. Now, Michael Weiss didn't want to be on the show until everyone else was asking for shout-outs, Michael. Is that how it is? Is that how it is until everyone asks? Well, you know what? You could take that and you stain on your shirt, and now you're wearing the sweatshirt around the school. You take that, you're not getting any shout-outs. All right? I mean, it's crazy. These people, they go around and say, oh, I can get a shout-out because my name's Carlos. But you can't. If you even know Carlos, you're not allowed on the show. So that's you, Elliot. That's you. That is you. Stupid moron. Never understands what's... I'm kidding. I shouldn't have thrown that on the floor. Alright. That's enough of that. We'll talk about something else. Because I like saying talk about something else. Now, there's another issue I'd like to discuss. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. See, I gotta think about it. I gotta think. I'm on my feet loose. Loosey goosey, oosey boosey. Ergody. Garlos. Garlos. Wow. It's not funny. It's not funny. Just looking at me, I see you. You think it's cool to do that? Think it's cool? It's not cool. Alright, so just turn around, alright? You think it's stupid? Think it's smart to do that? It's not. It's not cool. Alright? So you're being retarded. I don't like it when you're retarded. Okay? Stop being retarded, alright? So, we got an interesting scenario. I was walking in the hallway. I mean, it's all Allie Kariski's fault. She has a Superman knapsack. She says it's Spider-Man, but that thing's not Spider-Man. And Ollie with those weird knapsacks, I think they're really weird. But whatever, if you like them, you like them. Whatever you want. I really couldn't care less. Because I couldn't care less about anything else, but whatever. Alright, it's almost getting to that time where I get this show is brought to you by, but it's not yet. So, keep tuned in because whatever. I gotta think of something. Something's burning a hole in my head. Let's say what I can think of. Mr. Rose, first of all, I don't got no Brillo head. Alright, I got no Brillo. Okay. Amy was always laughing. I don't know. That's why I might be ending the show. Every time I get that piercing laugh, it's like, ah! Every second this kid. I can't deal with it. Screaming in my ears. Thinks it's cool. He's piercing my ears with those noises. It's crazy. It's crazy. I know the show wasn't as good as either editing it. But anyway, this was great. It was great to have another show again. Glad to prove to you guys that not as bad always, but you know, it's like Garlos. Yeah, you know, that's why I'm ending the show soon. But this episode was brought to you like usual.